Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Julie here. It's me. It's me, Julie. Do you remember me? It's been a while. I have not posted, I think, in over a month. But I this video is gonna be a little bit long, and I really hope it's worth it. I took forever to do this build. By the time I was done this build, I had like 17 hours of recorded footage or whatever of this build. That's how long it took me. Now, granted, obviously, like a couple of hours with that was just like dead air when I like tend to walk away and forget that I'm still recording or whatever. But yeah, I've been gone for a while. Also, part of the reason why was we got the new Resident Evil game when it came out, and that took over a couple of weeks of our lives playing that one, my husband and I. So, I mean, I could come up with a million excuses, but I'm not going to. So, anywho, this is a very big house, a very large build for me. Because I'm so slow at building, I do not tend to make such large builds. So this, I wanted to try my hand at a Colonial. I've never built one before. I kind of looked at a reference picture for the outside and like the floor plan a little bit, but I did tweak it a little bit. But yeah, it's like 2 floors and 3 bedroom, 3 or 4 bathrooms. I don't remember now, with a garage and a basement. The only reason I put the basement in was just because the area where I put the stairs for the basement was so large and big, and I'm like, I don't know what to fill the space with, so I thought, oh, stairs will take up a good chunk. So it was either figuring out how to fit a second staircase going upstairs or putting a staircase in that leads to like a basement. So I thought I'll put a basement where it's literally just used for storage. I cut out a lot because 17 hours, once I like sped up the footage videos by like 10 times the speed, it was still like a hour and 45 minutes long. So I got this down to like almost just shy of 21 minutes. I cut out a lot, and you will see that because there you go. There's a big stuff cut out. I'm like, how many times do you need to see someone place windows and doors on a house? You know, you just need to see the finished product. So I apologize if you feel like I've cut out too much or whatever. I know for me, it doesn't really bother me when I watch people's videos if they've cut out a lot. I just like seeing the process, but I don't need to see like every single little detail of the process. I also even attempted some terrain tool stuff here. I don't do well with terrain tools. I don't know what my problem is. I just wanted to have like a driveway type thing that led straight to the garage. Once it's all finished and it's detailed and stuff, it looks good. Obviously, we don't have cars in the game, so it really doesn't matter. This build I also did before the interior, what's it, dream decorator pack, is that what the new one's called, which I'm loving so much. I've created a new sim and the whole thing just to go through the motions. It gets a little bit repetitive because it's just, oh, redecorate a house, and you really don't have much to go on at all other than what the sims like and don't like, which, when they're like, oh, redo my kitchen, and they're like, I enjoy the violin, the color, or I don't like the color pink, and we like video games. Great. That's super helpful for redecorating a kitchen. So, anyways, I do like it. The gameplay will get old. I don't know how often I'll actually use the interior decorator career, but the build items that came with that pack, oh my god. If this build hadn't taken me so freaking long to do, I probably would have gone back in and re-recorded some stuff and changed some of the furniture, but I can't even look at this build anymore. It just took me so damn long, but I do really like it. I'm really proud of myself that I actually took on such a big, build, which I try to avoid because I know how long it takes me. But yeah, so the main floor just has your typical, like, whatever, kitchen, dining room, there's like the fancy living room that no one's really allowed to sit in, and then there's the TV room area. There's an office slash spare room with like the Murphy bed, which I'm scared of using because I always see other Sims die from it. So okay, so the reason I built this house, so I knew I was building this really big house, and I'm like, okay, what Sims am I going to move into this house? And I've played them a little bit. So my idea was they were an older couple named Barb and Merv. They're actually named after my husband's parents because I wanted them to be foster parents. So their kids have grown up, they're gone out of the house, they have this huge home that they love, but they still felt like it's too much house for them. So it was either like sell it and downsize and whatever, or open up their home to some foster kids. And so that's what they decided to do. And that's what my husband's parents actually did. My husband is adopted. He was a foster kid and they adopted him. So I kind of, modeled the two parents in this who live in this house after them, and I've so there's them, and I moved in 5 kids with them, 2 teenagers and 3 like kid age kids. So when I did the bedrooms, I did like your atypical like boyish room, girlish room, whatever. You can redecorate however you want. You can move whoever you want in any room you want. I didn't do anything for like toddlers or babies. I figured they would be more of a, for the older kids, they have a harder time getting, placed or whatnot. The office slash bedroom that you'll see me work on probably in what feels like 100 minutes. Like the outside takes so long to do. Anywho, I figured, I'm like, okay, maybe, they don't have, it's like a spare room, but, maybe sometimes in the middle of the night they'll get a phone call and there's a kid who needs to be placed like immediately. And so they just have this Murphy bed they pull down. It's, a separate room away from everyone else in the house. They have their privacy, like the whole thing, which I know obviously in The Sims would not like really happen. But who knows how your gameplay goes, and maybe that would work into it for you. So, yeah, I love this house. I think it turned out really, really nice. I was trying to kind of think traditionally with the decor, but also like they're an older couple, so they've had this house for a really long time. So I thought, okay, initially I'm like, maybe when the kids were first gone, they decided to start putting some money into the house and doing some more like modern renovations and updating the house a little bit. And then eventually they were just like, you know what, like who cares? We don't really care what the house looks like per se. We just want to, help some kids out there. And then that's when they decided to be foster parents. They'd already renovated the kitchen, so the kitchen does look a little more modern. In my gameplay or whatever, the dad is the chef, he's the cook, so it was kind of like a free-for-all for him to redecorate, or to remodel the kitchen. So it is a little more on the masculine side with some grays and blacks and stuff. But anyways, ultimately, I think the house just turned out really cool. This is like a whole little rooftop area. When I finish it in this part, I do actually go back later on and add a bunch more stuff because I found it too plain and boring, but I think I cut that part out. So in the screenshots, you see the actual like final, touches of everything. And the entryway is, it's, a foyer or foyer, some people call it, but I think it's supposed to be foyer. It's just your typical entrance. It's not huge. Off this room to the left is the dining room, and off to the right is the like fancy living room, as I call it. We always had one in my house when growing up, and it was like where the nice furniture was, and we weren't allowed to sit in there except for my mom. Like she was allowed to hang out in there with her wine and listening to her music, and if she had friends over, they were allowed to hang out in there, but we were not. So I wanted, I don't know, I wanted to use a piano. I don't think I've ever done a build, and never have I put a grand piano in it. So I thought if there's going to be one, it's going to go in the fancy living room. So there it is. The decor on most of the house, I would say, is a little on the neutrals color palette, like when it comes to like grays and whites and stuff. Again, with trying to stay with traditionals, why I went with what's it called, wainscoting, I guess, boarding on like the boards on the wall with the wallpaper on top. Anywho, yeah, this is this is that. It's so pretty. Like, I don't know what it is about this, like, living room, but I'm like, I want to sit on that couch and watch and listen to somebody play the piano. I don't think I'll ever have a house big enough to fit a grand piano, but a girl can dream. I can't play the piano. I don't know why I want a piano. I cannot play it, but, So, yeah, there's been a few changes at my house just while I'm decorating this room here. We now have 2 dogs in the house and a cat since my last video. I've only ever had the 1 dog. So once we moved a little bit ago, we only had the 1 dog. My mom's dog stayed with her, but now she has moved. And so now her dog is with us because she couldn't take him where she went. He is 16 years old. He's got arthritis. We think he might be blind. He's in rough shape, but he's like in that retrospect, but he's pretty healthy actually. And he goes on walks like, well, God. My mom's house had like a big, huge yard, so he was able to just kind of have the run of the yard and go out and run around, whatever. But here, our yard has no grass, so we have to take him out for a lot of walks. And so I think that's helping him be nice and healthy. Oh, this I saw someone else do, and I don't remember who it was, but they sized down a little tiny fireplace to make it really small. And just I think they had actually put wood planks like in front of it. I just decided to go with rocks. So yeah, this is not my idea. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was, there's this girl on TikTok I follow. I think it's that Sims chick. I don't know if it was her that did this or if it was somebody else that I follow on Instagram. I follow so many. I can't remember. But later on in the screenshots, you will see the grates that I kind of put in front. I actually remove because when those are there, they cannot go and light the fireplace. So everything looks the exact same. I just removed the grates and there's just a little tiny chunk of the fireplace that you can just kind of see beyond the rocks because you need to be able to click on it for them to, light the fireplace. And it looks really cool. So, yeah, this is the kitchen. So like I said, I did go a little on the gray side. Excuse the lighting. I don't understand what is going on. The lighting in this house, and it's not the first house that I've had this issue with, but it is like the only lights I have in the kitchen right now are just those 4 like little, whatever they're called, recessed lightings. And anything that's white like is glowing, like to the point that it almost hurts your eyes when you're looking at it. So I was actually playing this household last night, and the main floor, most of the main floor, wherever they go, the one sim that I have, the mom sim, is has gray hair and like is wearing a white shirt, and her skin is light colored. She glows like Edward from Twilight, for Christ's sakes. It's so insane. Like, I'm trying to play and I'm literally like squinting my eyes because she's glowing so much. So if anyone knows how to fix that, please tell me, because like I said, this is not the only house that I've had this issue in, and this one you can see it really bad because even the countertops are white. So when she was sitting at the island, just between the white countertop, the white shirt, her light colored skin, her gray hair, everything was just glowing, and it was horrendous. And I don't know if it's something that I'm doing or if it's like the layout of the house. I have no clue what causes it, because the houses that I've seen this happen in have all been very completely different, other than those recessed lights that I tend to use in all my builds. But not all my builds, the lighting doesn't go all weird. So I'm helpless. I don't know. Yeah, this is the area of I guess the back or the side door, I guess. This would be where you would come in from the side of the house or from the yard if you went through the garage. This is where there is the laundry room and a bathroom and the office / spare bedroom. It's just a little plain little area, not much to explain about it. And this is the office area. The laundry room, did I cut it out or did I leave? I think I left some of the laundry room in, and I cut some of it out. So yeah, it's just this whole side here is like just got the desk and everything, and then the other side is where there's the Murphy bed and a TV and a bookshelf and stuff like that. And I debated kind of putting up like a curtain in the middle of the wall that kind of cuts off where the bedroom area is, just in case, just for added privacy. But then I thought, oh, it would just make the room look weird. And again, they are not actually going to get a call in the middle of the night to bring a child into the house. That's not going to happen. So, you know. The laundry room, I also put up a bunch of these little shelf things. I just thought they're so nice and I wanted to use them. And then the only thing I could think to put on them were these like figurines. So I think I got every single one of them out of the debug menu, and I'm like, maybe it's just this weird thing that the husband, the dad or whatever, has been collecting since he was a kid. And the only place that he's allowed to display them is like the basement or the laundry room. Because they're these weird things, and, you know, Barb does not want them all around the house. So he's allowed to just put them in the laundry room. I don't know. I just wanted to fill those shelves. At first I was trying to find all the, I think I was doing all different like metals or gems or something. And I was like, no, like that's weird. And then I was like, oh, I'll do the little, what are they called? The things that you shake and then there's like snow inside. Snow globes. Thought about doing those. And I thought, no, I can't find all of them. Not enough to fill the shelves anyways. So that's why I went with those figurine things. They're actually really cute. I didn't realize how many of them there was. And the dining room is, it's a dining room. It's got a table and some pictures on the walls. I like the lights that I used from the ceiling. Now in this room, I don't have any of those hot lights, or do I? I don't think I do. And I think in this room, the lighting is normal when they walk into it. Like, it's like crazy the way the lighting changes when they go from one room to the other. This is the primary bedroom. So the mom and dad's room. It's got off of the bedroom, it's got a really huge bathroom and a walk-in closet. Again, the stuff from the home decorator pack. Is that what it's called? Dream decorator. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. The closet stuff from that one would be perfect for this one. But I did not want to redo the closet. So it just gives me an excuse to make another walk-in closet in another build. So the bedroom it's pretty, plain or whatnot. Not too much going on. Yeah. I just thought it was cute. And then even like making this family was that yesterday? I think it was a couple days ago. I was finally getting around to actually like making the family, which, I mean, if you do casts, you can be stuck and lost in casts for hours, especially when you're making a large household of 7 people. So I tried to give everyone their own personalities through their styles and stuff like that. Obviously I'm not doing a save file for this, so I don't really have to go in and give them all these, skills or anything like that. But, yeah, this is, what do we have left at this point? I guess upstairs, all we have left to do is just the 2 bedrooms, and that's pretty much it, right? I don't know. I'm confused now. Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think. I'm like, oh no, there's the basement. No, I cut out the basement. So the basement is, again, I'll put it in the screenshots, but the basement is literally just random stuff. I put some stuff down there to look like they're storing all their Christmas stuff. I put stuff down there that looks like they're storing some old baby things. There's like a random, like, couple of folding tables and some, like, bookshelves that look like, they just store, again, random stuff. So this is the room that I dubbed as, the guy's room. I put those little lights so that the monsters under the beds don't come out. So I put one above every bed in both bedrooms. I always size them down because I find them so ridiculously large. And there's not like a lot of clutter or anything like that because I figure, if it's foster kids that are coming kind of in and out of this house, I don't know. I don't think you really accumulate very much clutter for yourself because if you're bouncing around house to house, unfortunately, maybe you just don't have, a whole lot of stuff. I don't know. Again, this is just the family that I have put in this. I'm probably not really going to play them. They're just there for me to build the house and to move somebody in. But if you do, download this house and play with it or whatnot, post pictures and tag me on Instagram or, well, I guess Instagram is really the only thing I use. I have a Twitter, but I don't really use it very much. But my Instagram is just at Julie and the Sims, all one word, obviously. Or just comment on the video. And my gallery ID is JulieCharbonneau. It'll be in the description, so you can find it easily there too. But yeah, like the build's sort of almost over. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, if all I have left is just this bedroom, like, I don't know. Anywho, I really do hope you like this build. I had a blast building it. So, please just like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't usually go a month in between, builds. This was just circumstantial. Work got busy. New Resident Evil game came out. This build took me forever to edit. It's just like one thing after another. I know I said I wasn't making excuses, and now I'm totally making excuses. It's just the way I am. So, anyways, yeah, I think there's just a few things left to place here. My mic went weird earlier, so I had to stop and go again. So now I'm not exactly sure where my video ends. But I will say thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.